sweet redemption. I will never let you down. Will it ever get sunny? Oh, I wonder, honey, baby, how you make me sway. You say it will. I'm calling your addictive brand. You say it will, yeah. I'm crossing the obsessive line. You say it will. I'm calling your addictive brand. You say it will, yeah. I'm crossing the obsessive line. Saw you rolling steady, took it kinda heavy. Baby, I'm a loving kind. Jaded loving hazard doesn't really matter. Baby, say you will be mine. Take my affection and my safe protection. I will always be around. Will it ever get sunny? Oh, I wonder, honey. I'm tired of being in the line. You say it will. I'm calling your addictive brain. You say it will, yeah. I'm crossing the obsessive line. You say it will. I'm calling your addictive brain. You say it will, yeah.
Hey, there it is. I think, I mean, I know what I was going to say, but for the few seconds I had there, helped me to realize that what I was going to say makes no sense. But I'm going to say it anyway. One of these days, I'm going to figure out why the sound levels are so variable here at the beginning of the stream. Like, sometimes the music is like blowing right into the red, other times it's like hardly into the green, and it's always on the same volume slider, so I really don't get it. Like, I always have to like turn this down so I don't blast my fucking eardrums out. But welcome back, friends. We are at the dawn of a new age here at Role Playing Unlimited, starting a new series of campaigns in the next few weeks. For Coalescence Chapters 4 through 6, that will be consuming the next year, year and a half, possibly 2 years of our gaming schedule here in this community. But for tonight, we return to our only campaign still in progress now, Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. We are approaching session 10. So let's jump into the game here shortly. Of course, I am your host, Tragically HP, coming to you live from the 100th Meridian, where the Great Plains begin. Oh, I did it to myself again. I didn't open Discord. You might ask yourself, what are you doing sitting here this entire time, like while the stream is kicking off, if you don't have like everything ready? Well, you can see I'm loading a bowl and just kind of in general dicking around and singing along to whatever music I happen to have going here. But first, let's blinded by the light. God, yo, fuck, ow. Whew. All right, that's a little better. And what is all this? Well, that's very kind. Appreciate your all's messages coming through here in a variety of aspects. I'm going to turn off my video here for the next little while so I can chow down on these rolled tacos. But I will be back when I am done. Where the hell is my webcam? I think it's this thing. Yep, there I go. Later. All right, Sapphire, be quiet. Oh, wait, he's not in this game.
Oh, my.
Oh. Well, what's happening, everybody? I think we got a full table here. Holy crap.
What are you doing when you're sitting there waiting for the stream to start?
Smoking a bowl, singing along with whatever happens to be playing. In general, just not doing what I should be doing.
I know. I just had to ask because I saw, I was watching the stream while waiting for you to jump in. And
sure. So. Yeah, could have been
rolled tacos. What everyone does.
My rolled tacos. No.
My rolled tacos. Bring them on Saturday.
No. Tanto taco.
Bring those tacos tomorrow.
And extra Spanish rice, too. Should be pretty delicious. Of course, there's only 3 rolled tacos here, but it's probably going to take me at least an hour to eat it, going in between.
Fucking love me some Spanish rice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is a tasty burger.
Rolled taco. Oh, damn. Wow. Wow, look at what Paul just posted up here in whatever chat. Like, that is totally, I mean, if I want to just get this over and done with, of course, I'd also have to go fucking wash the car again after that nonsense.
Genuinely gives me...
I'll say again, you're cutting in and out there, buddy.
I was saying, genuinely gives me the fear. Like, all those crumbs.
Oh, for real, for real. I have officially turned the page on a new era of my life, as I have discovered this past week and a half. My newest addiction is having the car washed. So I have gone to such extreme lengths as even talking my boss into getting the same unlimited monthly plan for the company truck so I can keep my work vehicle just as clean, because the other people who drive it are just fucking filthy.
What?
What? Yeah. Well, we have over here the first person in our turn order. For those of you who were not here last time around, We finished our introductory missions, and in the process, I believe we attained level 5. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And of course, some of you had a little bit higher than that if you did like a Beskar redemption, or in John B's case, some of his annual subscription benefits did transfer over to this table where they normally would not, because this is the only table he's involved in, and he was kind enough to sign up for an annual. And then also in Katie's case, Logan, who was previously playing with us, won a level up as part of a community award, April maybe, but since his character is no longer with us because real life is preventing him from attending the games, he has passed that level up to Katie as well. So we do have some variables, but otherwise, at minimum, everybody should be level 5.
And I'm level 6 because I purchased with Beskars.
All right.
Same here, buddy.
Very cool. That is correct. If you missed last session, your character token is not currently on the map, so I will be... Yeah, I think I'm going to drop you guys outside still. You guys are going to have to find your way in, just like the others did.
Yeah, most of our sneakiest characters were not available for a stealth mission.
That is correct.
I mean,
My bad.
we're outside. We can still do that.
Well, the alarm has gone off now, and every soldier in the fortress is aware that something is amiss.
Especially when you spend the night
had
in to
good
be
stealth.
stealthy in trying to get into the place.
So yeah, looks like we have a full party of 7 here. For
Hey, man,
those of you...
don't knock it, man. We were doing great until that motherfucker rolled a natural 20 to spot us.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, it was going all right until, those damn encounter dice. And looks like this guy's dead too, so let's get his carcass out of the room.
Should we roll initiative too?
Hey, how'd
Yes.
the dead body fly out of the castle, but we can't find our way in the castle?
That is a fair and also irrelevant question.
It's okay, I see how it is.
So we had, I believe it is Doc who has the flying carpet, and he was doing the initial pass by this tower here when, as Justin said, one of our guys got a natural 20. To note something was amiss, he took an attack outside of one of the arrow attack holes here with a javelin, and clipped Doc right there on the carpet, and that began our initiative. There was an attempt to use illusion magic to stymie the guard's response time, but unfortunately just too close confined quarters, and the guards were able to outwit that attempt and sound the alarm. That then summoned, I suppose, this might be a... Yeah, here we go. We're going to pop this back up for all the players because you guys did have access to the map as far as sorting out how you were going to approach this mission. And from the barracks chamber over in room 5, we had a fair number of Dragon Army soldiers rushing along. I got to get the map out of the way. Rushing along the battlements here to the door right here to engage in combat. Most of them were all instantly incinerated by a lightning bolt. A couple of them got some attacks in. And otherwise, that is the pile of bodies that we see here. Technically, they would all be scattered out along the battlements here, but just to keep our map a little clearer, they are not there. This guy, who is apparently the commander of the Dragon Army force that is stationed here, is mounted on this thing, a small dragon-type creature And he has been flying around and doing targeted attacks through this doorway right here. And it is his turn once again at the top of the initiative, so we'll see just what happens. Sir Reginald briefly opened this door and saw that the guy was just kind of hovering above the courtyard, right above the main door right there. Let's get his character sheet open again. No character
How
sheet
did
attached.
everyone enter?
What's that?
How did everyone enter? Just like the front door, or?
They took the carpet of flying over the battlement and went in through the door. So they basically went up the 20-foot wall and then into the door right here.
We could, I don't know, use Mage Hand and pull the gate lever.
That may be a good idea.
If someone has it.
Yeah, I have Mage Hand.
Guess we'll see how that plays out when the turn comes up, because I have some curiosities in that respect. But it's my turn right now, so I will not entertain those curiosities because I want to kill some things. Okay.
I don't like that sentiment.
As the squishiest one here, neither do I.
Let's check. Okay. And yes, indeed, we will reappear in the doorway here. And it looks like Kadar would be the only one within our reach. Is that a haste or a ready to action?
That was a ready to action. I was ready to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay, go right ahead with that. Okay, and sweet victory once again. My characters are done. Okay, Esther, your turn.
I forgot your rolls are not visible. I was like, well, you didn't even roll.
Sick. Okay. Being that we're on the outside, and I see our guys in the middle, and I'm gonna assume we've already communicated that they took a magic carpet, and we gotta find our own way in. I'm gonna move over here, spy that gate, and see if I can see the gate lever.
They did not conveniently make the lever visible through the sealed gate.
Well, that just seems ridiculous. Okay.
Not to mention, even if there were ways to see through the gate controls are well around the corner over here.
Yes, I saw the map. Could I move over and use Mage Hand to feel itself down the wall?
Spell post, please. Okay, we're gonna Rule of Cool and blind cast the mage hand to the other side of the wall, accurately find the gate controls, and 10 pounds is not enough strength to open the gate.
So close. I thought I was getting in. All right.
There would be
I'm gonna go.
a line of architects hung outside of the door if a cantrip was all that was needed to get past this.
One can only hope. But I'm gonna scoot up to a window and ask them if they see any current way to get to where they are. Hey, you guys see a way we can get in there? Doc? Is that Reginald?
Only if you could fly or climb really fast.
Hmm. I'm gonna go ahead and cast haste on myself and
Didn't you already use Mage Hand?
yeah, you're right. I guess I did because we're currently doing things. So that I'm not gonna do that, and I'm just gonna walk around this fucking castle. Do I see anything over here?
Just a very tall wall stretching up above you.
Can I tell how tall, or just that it's tall?
It's 20 feet high.
Dope. That's it.
Okie dokie. So Doc is next in the initiative then.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and try and help out with the fact that we are hurting in here. Let's see what healing I can do. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Mass Healing Word and heal up Sir Reginald and who else we got in here hurt?
It looks like it's just Reginald, me, and Doc. Yeah.
Hey, I'm back up to full.
There we go. And I think I will go ahead and just end my turn with that, because I ain't got much I can do anymore.
Okay. Take some turns here in the background. will pass it over to Lance, also outside the gate.
Okay, quick question. Is there people along the south battlements, like enemies, at all?
Oh, those bodies laying on the ground over there are dead guys out. So he cleared them out, so we have actually room to maneuver up here.
Oh, okay. And is there someone in the courtyard that could open the gate? Like, enemy-wise? Well, can I make a perception check, or is there anyone like in the courtyard that could work the gate control?
We can't see through the gate.
And we
Oh,
can't
no.
see from the top of the tower.
Ah, okay. Hmm. I'm going to quickly check something. I don't know whether to try and shout for someone in the courtyard to open the gate. Like, pretend that I'm reinforcements or something.
Roll deception. And are you shouting it all the way from over here, or are you going to try to get to the gate and state it from there?
No, I'll get to the gate. Yep. With a double move. And yeah, I'll shout from here.
Alright, sure hope you don't roll a natural 20.
I have advantage because of my actor feat. Well,
$17's much better than Nat 1.
that's true.
The reason I hoped you didn't roll a natural 20 is because it would suck for me to say, "Kiss my ass powers!" in response to even that. So I'm glad you didn't roll the best possible thing and still fail. Because, yeah, at this point, deceiving these guys into thinking that anything other than an assault on the keep is taking place is like a DC 30. Like, it's damn near impossible. They've seen the blood spraying. They've heard their comrades being killed. They have no reason to suspect that reinforcements are anywhere inbound. And on top of that, they're all still very much on alert because they know that intruders are here.
Yeah, between the lightning bolt and the Cuisinart, it's really hard to...
Oh yeah, somebody brought a Staff of the Magi to a level 3 encounter here, so everybody is on very high alert.
Well, that's me then.
That will be over to Hawakan's turn.
So, were we informed about what hypnotic pattern actually does, or did you just cast a spell and now he's just sitting there drooling on himself, and I don't know not to attack him?
Yeah, he just laying there drooling on himself.
Okay. Wait a tick. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern. It does not specify that the caster gets to choose. So, Ken, Dawn, and Justin, I will say that the caster himself is probably immune, but the three of you who could see it, wisdom saving throws.
Hawakan gets a +2 on his save because of my aura.
It's not quite enough.
Oh, geez, we're already looking at 17 DC. Okay, then.
Exactly what I said 5 minutes ago when I landed, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm done.
Well, hey, he ended up taking out his entire party too. So
Nope, I made mine.
I mean, the intent was to cast it outside there, but DM discretion.
Like out here so that they couldn't see it inside?
It would have been like right here.
J-Man, go ahead with your turn.
Alright, yeah, but I still don't know the conditions of that spell, so I'm like, oh, cool, he's like fucking stunned or something. Take advantage of that. That's going to be on the dragon thing itself. See if I can get it to like fly away.
Well, it looks like it would like to, but its speed is currently a 0 due to being incapacitated, so it takes damage, but otherwise can't move.
Well, but taking damage breaks the effect.
Yeah, my spell's gone and it takes damage.
Okay, it does fly off. The Dragon Army officer is in no position to be mounted as he normally would be. He falls 60 feet, breaks his neck, lands right next to Esther, and the Dragonelle goes soaring off.
that seemed too easy for some reason.
Yeah, I will step forward to the door, kind of peek out a little bit, see if there's anybody right there. I don't see anybody, and I'm going to step back because being next to the door was a bad idea last time. I guess that'll be my turn.
Very bad idea last time.
Okay, guess I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go towards Esther, check out over there. So then, this kind of cross section between the two walls, would that hypothetically be parkourable for me to bounce between the two sides to get up to the top?
You can try athletics. Or acrobatics.
We'll go acrobatics. That sounds more acrobatic than athletic. Hell yeah. And then I'm just gonna stay right there. That's gonna be my turn.
All right. I'm gonna head out the door over here. All right, I'm going to double move. I'm going to run towards this area right here. So that's my 60 feet. And that will end my turn.
Okay. I don't think you would have seen them, but I do have two guys all the way the fuck over here who've had readied actions for a while, so they'll try and shoot you as you go by. Of course, at disadvantage. Best I got was 16.
Okay, that'll miss.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna bust this door open since you moved so closely to it. And a pair of Baz Draconians will come charging out.
Okay, I'm going to use Polar Mastery.
Sure.
Ooh, will a 13 hit?
Sure will. Roll a con save. DC is 11, so you are beginning the petrification process. The other one tries to stab twice. I got an 18 to hit for 4, which I think does 2, and that will be the end of their turn. And back to Kadar's turn.
It'll do 1.
Oh, fantastic. Is there a way I can do 0?
Yeah, if you roll under a 3.
What do we got for Kadar?
Sorry about that. Was setting the baby down. All right, Kadar will walk up to the door and just see what happened with the dragon and rider, because he doesn't know. And I guess if I can see these guys across here, I'll throw a little cantrip at this guy.
No! Watch out!
So 8 pathetic little damage, and I'll step through the door to clear the way.
Don made your save on that one, who dies right next to you. That's it for the Baz Draconians. Okay, now to check this guy. Ah! Oh shit. Well, that looks like the fucking episode of The Walking Dead where Rick can see Michonne falling out of the tower from like a half mile away and thinks that she's falling to her death. And
You're so ugly you could be a modern art masterpiece.
Oh, well, thank you. I didn't shave today, so that's probably why. Yep. We're gonna go tell this guy something. That guy's gonna use his ready to action to do that something. And the two of us will do something else after that. And that will pass it back to Esther's turn all the way over here. So Reginald can see that the two of them have opened the southern gate and ran out of it, tails tucked between their legs. Weapons disarmed. Appears that they are taking their armor off and blaspheming the Dragon Queen's name on the way out of here. We want no fucking part of this. Please do not attack us.
After that.
Sorry, apparently everything on my computer just froze. All right, so you said Southern Gate, and I'm the only one over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cast haste on myself, and then I'm gonna use my next haste or my next new action to bonus action dash and move 60 feet.
I don't think it's this gate. I think it's the north gate, actually.
It's amazing how close Justin's character's name is to Hawktua.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You said Southern Gate, right?
I did, but yeah, that was a complete error. I am, I don't know, I think I'm 0 for like 30 today so far.
Well, he was also just describing to Don what he saw. You guys didn't hear any of that.
Yeah, but
I did hear it, and so.
Okay.
We also
That's why I was asking, is because I heard it. Regardless, that's my turn.
He probably has a mouthful of rolled taco, and that's why he's not answering.
Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and me, not my weapon. So I see that Sir Reginald's by those ones that cause the petrification. And I want to try and stop that process. I'm not sure if lesser restoration would work for that. So but I also had a question. Seeing as how I'm on my carpet, which has its own fly speed of 60, if I get up to him and hop off my carpet, would I be able to use my speed to get closer to him?
Just usually in general, the 60 feet on your carpet uses up your move turn to prevent people from doing something like that.
That's what I thought, but I wanted to clarify.
I'm trying to give Dan a chance to like eat and relax for a second. So if he changes his mind on it, it's all him, but that's generally the rule of cool that we use, is that is the movement type thing.
Correct. Like in the event that you still had movement left over after using the carpet, like if the carpet is 60 feet and you only use 50 feet of it, hopping off, you would have 10 feet of your own movement to use, is how we generally would do that.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna move as close to him as I can with my carpet, which still keeps me out of range of using my lesser restoration, unfortunately. But I don't see anything to attack, so I am going to actually hold action a guiding bolt if someone like pops up in my field of view or like tries to attack me.
Do you happen to see this guy over here?
Oh, yeah, I guess I can't see him.
Yeah. 0 for 31. His dumbass didn't retreat when he was told to, so he's just standing there saying, "Please, guiding bolt me! Me, sir! Me!"
Very well, he gets hit with a guiding bolt. And that's upcast because I'm running low on low-level spell slots.
Well, despite him standing out there and making a target of himself, that is a miss by 2.
It's a guiding warning shot.
All right, that is all I can do for my turn then.
Okay, well, he doesn't know how he's still alive, but he is. So we will book off 60 feet out that gate that was just opened. We got 2 other guys from the western battlements doing the same thing. Get the hell out of here. Screw this noise. Abre la puerta. Moving, moving, moving. Get your asses to Mars. What happened to you, Dylan? Used to be somebody I could trust. Alright, and good enough for me. I think I know. Is it Lance Armstrong? Let's send it over here to Lance Smithy.
Lance Smithy. I'm going to unceremoniously grab Esther and try and park her up the wall. If possible.
Certainly be a higher DC since you don't necessarily have your hands as available as they would be, but can give it a shot.
Gonna burn inspiration.
The heroic inspirations can be used after you see the results, so right-click that card and take it back. Okay.
I couldn't read it, so I wasn't sure if it was a heroic one or not.
Oh, gotcha. Alright, well, you're both up there. Hawakan hears something land with a uncomfortable thud on the outside of the western door.
And these guys are just running?
They are. They have... yeah, they've used their move, their double move, and they are hustling as fast as they can towards that open gate.
And did I use my movement going up the wall, or was that just my action?
That would have been your movement.
Okay, Can I run along this? Like the gate part?
It's like walking a tightrope. Certainly possible, but could also fall off, break your arm, break your leg, break your neck, or just rack yourself.
I'll risk it.
All right.
I'll bonus action and try and make it across.
Did you set the dude down, or are you still carrying him?
Oh, no, I say I still did.
Okay. It's like somebody kicked him in the face with a big boot. Ow! What the fuck did I do wrong?
That's what you get. I think I can make it halfway across with the rest of my movement, so if you could just move me like in the middle.
Oh, that's right, because it's dynamic lighting. It won't let you move. Roll another acrobatics check, though.
And if I didn't use my action, could I action and bonus action move to just make it all the way across?
You can, but let's see another acrobatics check to see how well you do.
Inspiration?
All right, gimme.
Burn it.
I'll take that. And there you go.
Let's stay like here then. That'll be me, I'll just stay here. There's no doors on this side, is there?
There is. There's this one right here.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's
using
fair.
old school dynamic lighting where we don't get to see like the icon of the door. I only put this one up because it was confusing people whether there was a door there or not.
No worries, I'll just stay here then.
All right. That's back over to Hawakan.
Is this door that I heard something on the other side of, is it like lockable?
It is. Reginald
remember-
did not lock it. He just closed it last time because the Dragon Army guy on his dragon was out there.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go there and lock it. Like, I don't know what that is. It's not coming in.
All right. Esther hears the deadbolt on the door.
Yeah, just walk over, lock it, and walk back over to here. And I'm just gonna take the dodge action for now because I'm not sure what's going on out there.
All right. Katie, that's over to you then.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna head up with Doc and Reg. And then I will use my action to move again because I think that's something I can do, question mark.
Oh, yeah, anybody can do that.
Okay, yeah, cool.
If you're a rogue or a monk, you can use a bonus action to also do it. That's what sets them apart.
And then while I'm here, looting would probably be an action, so that should have
Very
done that. Okay. Okay. Okay, keep moving slow. I think only 2 more spaces left I can do.
Ooh, the armory.
Ooh. So
Look at all those stabbies.
yeah, I know. Is this like thing just like a regular door? I forgot how to ping things, but it's fine.
It is a regular door. The Draconians busted it open when they thought they were about to get the jump on Sir Reginald, and it's still just hanging open.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Someone's gonna get the jump on Reg.
I mean, they did. I think for a brief second, his eyes like widened 4% more than usual, but that was about it.
Cool. And then I will use my bonus action to dash and keep going and go into that armory and see what's up.
All right. Some pretty decent quality weapons in here. You would guess these were probably made for the original Solamnic defenders of the keep and not made for or brought by the Dragon Army soldiers. Mechanically, nothing exceptional, but free weapons are free weapons, and long swords, short swords, battle axes, shields, javelins, short bows, long bows, all of those are available here for the grabbing. Quarterstaffs as well.
Okay, and then would grabbing stuff have to be on my next action, or is that just like a kind of free-for-all deal?
Correct. That would be a next turn thing.
Okay, alright, cool. And then that is my turn, and I'm gonna hang out with all these fun, sharp, pointy things.
Ooh, you see that they have the ultra rare version of the quarterstaff, the third staff.
But
You could probably also get 4 quarterstaffs for $1.
dude, y'all need to stop.
Quarterstaff with cheese.
Royale with cheese.
What has gotten into you tonight? What, all of you? What is going on,
All I know for me,
He busted in on a staff meeting.
Oh God,
dude? Something about that Vegas air out there. I think that's what's going on.
I think so. Yeah, all this pollen blowing around. Dawn, your turn.
Be careful with them that you don't get a staph infection.
Womp womp.
Do I make the save at the beginning or end of my turn?
Why are you asking me? Am I supposed to know this? Oh, I guess I should.
Well, yeah.
Restrained at the end of your next turn. DC 11.
Okay, I'm going to tell Doc because he's got a fast-moving item that can fly. Go to the winch down there and open the gate.
Of course, you can see that Lance and Esther have... well, maybe you see Lance. I don't know that you see Esther, but you would have seen that Lance was just running across the gate down here to the south. I think Esther might be blocked by the kitchen right here.
60 feet of move in front of this door over here, and...
How are you moving? You're restrained.
Well,
That's a
this
fair
restrain doesn't happen until the end of my next turn, right?
No,
if
the
I fail my
restrain-
save?
The restrain is now. If you fail your save, then you are petrified.
Oh, well, first I was afraid, now I'm petrified.
Oh. It's like one of my favorite.
I'm really loving the vibes in here tonight.
That's one of my favorite moments from The Office when they're doing the CPR lessons. Okay, well, you have to do it to the beat of the Bee Gees Staying Alive, and Michael's like, first I was afraid, I was petrified. You're like, what the fuck?
So that ends my turn for a long time.
Yeah, you're gonna be down for a while. I'm just using the X for everything right now. You're not really dead. I'm just too lazy to go hunting through icons after 4 days in a row of hunting through icons. If you want to put something different on there for yourself, you're welcome to, if it makes you feel less perishable. Johnny, are you back with us? How are things going? He is not. He is going to dodge and possibly use a shield spell in the event that he is attacked. And the modern art masterpiece is leading our escapees off the map. Esther, your turn is up.
Dope.
I will smoke some.
So I'm gonna move to the edge of where I'm at, and do these people in the courtyard look like enemies? Because I haven't, come across anyone except Lance.
I mean, this guy looks like somebody you might like hang out with on a Friday night if your usual buddies like kind of bailed on you. But this guy next to him just looks like the worst piece of shit in the world, and you want him dead.
Beautiful. Then I'm going to attack him.
Okay, that would be this guy right here. This guy looks okay. This guy though, not so much.
It's because he's.
Anyway, I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
I will use my counters. Oh wait. Man, even with this character breaking out the gnats. Ow!
But since we're level 5, I get to send another bolt.
Okay.
So that's gonna be the dude that was like, I might hang out with him when everyone else leaves.
Wow, even that guy gets one. Okay. All right. Well, he be dead.
And because of haste, I get another attack action. So I'm going to do the same thing to the last two.
Melee weapon attack only, I believe, with haste.
Is it?
I believe it specifies that. One weapon attack only. So if you got like a dagger or something in hand, or a javelin or a bow.
So my crossbow would work?
That is correct.
Then I guess I could shoot one crossbow.
All right. That will hit and injure.
And then I'd like to follow Lance across this door.
Okay, roll acrobatics.
That's awful.
Oh, that's what that is. I was like, well, plus 10.
What is the plus 10?
It's from Pass Without Trace, which only really applies to stealth.
Yeah, I didn't know that was clicked.
So it looks like we have a 4, which will be a failure.
All right, am I falling?
Yes, indeed. You will fall to the wrong side and take 7 points of damage on the way down.
Nice.
Crunch.
Seriously.
That ends my turn.
Alrighty.
Wait, I forgot. I could still move, can't I? Because I only moved like 10 feet.
You'll have to spend half your maximum movement to get back to your feet.
Yeah, that's fine. That keeps me from having to waste that next turn.
Sure.
And is the gate shorter than the wall, or are they? I guess they would be pretty much even if I'm trying to walk across it.
It's more or less maybe like 6 to 12 inches.
And does the wall look easier to climb than the gate?
The wall certainly has a better scaling potential.
Beautiful. Then I'm going to move my last 5 feet closer to it in my turn.
Okay. Ken, that's over to you then, buddy. Maybe. dock with us?
Wake up! Wake up!
Doctor.
Ah, microphone issues.
If you read up on your lesser restoration, I believe it does say petrification. It might not. I just thought it did.
Yeah, it is not a magical effect. It looks like it's a poisonous effect from the toxic gas that is released upon the creature's death.
You have to create a restoration that fixes petrification.
Gate controls are over here, by the way. It would be an action to open those up. And there we go. Okay, well, soldiers will continue hustling. And yeah, they can effectively make it off the map. And Paul, that is over to your turn.
Gonna go through this.
Alright. Hey, look, the western field and an empty tower.
And just gonna take an. I'll bonus action and go through the other door.
Okay.
By the way, nobody accidentally had ladder on their character sheet. We just missed it, right?
20-foot ladder.
I have rope. I could make one.
Oh, I forgot my character has a giant pole for vaulting.
Not in my other pants.
Or
Do you
stilts.
have any idea with the?
My guy
Do you have any
has.
idea with this? Do you have any idea what this dragon guy is?
The dragon last, I mean, I think you were down on the ground still in the southeast section. You would have seen it fly off of the southeast battlement, and it just took off, flying. like in full retreat, and it dislodged its rider in the process.
Not sure what to do. Oh, I think this is 60 feet. I'll use another action dash just to get it.
Okay.
It's here. No, just the
Okay, J-Man, over to you.
Okay, well, there's nothing tried to break down that door, so that's good. I'm gonna go check out what's going on out here and see statue of Sir Reginald. Like, shit, that's gonna take a minute to go away. And I guess there's nobody else out of here. So let's go walking towards Sir Reginald at this point.
All right, now's your chance to bust out the Sharpie and start drawing on his face.
That's it.
All right, Katie, your turn.
Okay, well, I think we all know my action is going to be some stealing. I think we all saw that coming a mile away. So, let's see what do we have already. So there's longsword in here.
There sure is.
All right, I'm gonna take the longsword then.
Okay.
And is there like any extra kind of armor stuff, or is it all just like weapons in here?
There are shields. Leather armor is what is available otherwise. And they kind of look like old and kind of beat up, like maybe it's what they give the new squires to practice in before they actually get fitted with an actual suit of something, because otherwise, yeah, it looks like what armor might be available in this place probably went with the people who are wearing it.
Okay then.
There are the
Borderline useless
shields.
to me. You have to like equip those, and I'm never remembering to do any of that kind of stuff. Let's see. That'll do that, and I'll start moving a boat in here. Just be in the corner, just in case there's a big baddie lurking about. Because we
Sure.
all know that if there's one to find, it'll be me that finds it, and then I'll die in like 20 seconds.
Sure.
But that will be my turn, and I'm going to go find the longsword in the compendium.
Very cool. And Reggie begins to petrify a little bit more. How about Kadar? Is Johnny back with us?
Yeah, I'm back.
Everything
I
okay?
will just, yep, I will use my action and dash closer to the action.
All right.
That's my whole turn then.
Gotcha. All right. Well, the last guy will make his escape off the board. And that can close out our initiative, as it's been a while since anybody tried to contest anything we were doing in here. So feel free to spread out, move out, and do what you're going to do. We do have a few unexplored areas, but we will save those for right now. We already know what's inside of these areas based on our observations of the maps. I'm going to open up the doors to all of these areas. So feel free to go over to them, explore them at your leisure. Just for those who were not here last session, to cover again what are in these areas. Lance is currently in the storage area. Has barrels that contain enough food, water, and standard day-to-day supplies to sustain the outpost for about a month. The chambers there just to the north of where you are is the fortress's prison. To the southwest area is the stables. And southeast you can find the kitchen. And you will notice that there are 2 guards who did not make their escape, who are inside the kitchen, and upon being cornered and realizing that everybody else has left them high and dry, we surrender! So we will cover just what to do with that on the other side of our break. We will see you shortly here, friends. No are you without you. Alrighty, welcome back. Maybe.
Yep, I'm here.
Howdy.
Am I hearable now?
Hey, hey.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting to unparalyze here.
Well, the next minute goes by pretty quickly, so you are good to proceed.
Hey, how are you guys?
All right. Any survivors that don't want to fight, just disarm them and let them go off. It's not like they're going to go back to their queen, who's going to like kill them for failure.
I've got some prisoners over here.
As much as I would like to just release people, would probably be prudent to take them prisoner, seeing as how we do have other forces just up the way to take control of that.
I'm in your prison cell, boy.
Fine, keep an eye on him. Make sure nothing happens to him.
She's your package.
I understand that there were other prisoners.
Get over here to the left.
No, I meant the original guards of the keep.
Well, I think I'm in the
Oh.
prison. There's 2 people in here.
Or were they all killed?
Who is all? What are you saying? What?
Can you hear
I
me
thought
now?
part of our thing was to find the original guards of this keep, but they said that they might have been taken prisoner, or some of them.
Correct.
Looks like there's some people in the jails over here.
Yeah, the guy in the northern cell eyes your group with interest. Who the hell are you? You're not, those, invaders.
I am Sir Reginald of Solemnia, and we've come to liberate this castle, this keep.
Well, that's some good news. How about letting me out? I am Lenal Brint. I am a private here at the fortress. Was sleeping off a night of drink in this cell when the outpost was taken. I don't know if that's perhaps the best outcome or the worst outcome, to be honest. And the little person in the southern cell pipes up, I'm Elgo Duckditcher. And you cannot possibly mistake the presence of a Kender. Yeah. Those soldiers, they imprisoned me here after they said that I was allowed to explore the fort, but I think it was just a trap. And Lenal starts to kind of like just kind of bend inwards, like his shoulders kind of crease. He starts to cringe, and you can tell like he's probably been in here a little bit too long with a very, very loquacious Kender.
I'm going to look around and see if there's any keys to these cells, or if not, I'll try to break the lock.
I did roll an insight just to see if I get a vibe off of these two.
They seem legit. The Kender senses what Reginald is doing. The ugly guy that was in here, he had the keys with him.
From what I understand, a lot of them left or are dead.
The one he's talking about, I think, was the one leading the escape, so he's probably long gone by now.
I'll pick the lock. If you want.
Sure, if it'll be a lot easier than trying to break these things open.
I would say give it a try.
You break one, I'll unlock the other.
And I'll cast guidance for good measure.
Yeah, we're gonna need that D4 on the guidance.
14.
All right. Good enough. As Lenal steps out of his cell and starts to stretch. And Elgo does the same, but she immediately looks around at your group. Have any of you seen my hoopak?
Question: What was the signal we were supposed to give the troops in waiting?
Well, to speak of the devil, no sooner do you guys get those southern gates open, and within the next 30 seconds, here comes Raven with her army, her little platoon of soldiers ready to clear out the rest of the keep, and they all just kind of stand around slack-jawed like, where is everybody? What happened?
Many of them escaped, more or less threw down their weapons and ran. The leader is dead on the outside of the gate, and his dragon is out there somewhere.
There was a dragon?
It was a draconic creature. I do not think it was a true dragon.
Yeah, that's right! One of the prisoners of the dragon army shouts out from down over here. Just a messenger, that Drake. When the queen is ready, dark clouds and dragon wings will cover the skies. So yeah, anybody seen my hoopak anywhere? You guys know what that is? It's like a staff, but it's also got like a pouch.
There's an armory. You can have a look in there if you want.
Ziliana would remember seeing one in this area up here. Not quite in the armory, but it was kind of like set off to the side, almost like they didn't know what to do with it.
Well, those two prisoners are yours to do what you will with, and after some rest, and we'll leave at first light to head back to the keep. Or to the city.
Alright, well, Raven's guards start to spread out, and one of them approaches Reginald as if to kind of give him a clap on the shoulder for a job well done. And goes to work on kicking the shit out of you, and he misses every single time. Apparently we have a traitor in the midst.
Rude.
Ooh, I will return attack.
Alright, I guess we'll use this idiot's token. Not sure why this is the token they gave me for that thing, but I'm gonna see if I have something better. Bum, bum, bum. There we go, that's better.
And then a bonus action to strike with the back end.
Sure.
You need to call it what it is, Don. It's a butt stroke.
It is a butt strike.
Okay. So we got this, we got this. bum, bum. Hello. Oh, there you are. So, yes, yes. Alrighty. And I think I will roll initiative, and that's probably all that's going to matter. Yep. I got a 3 on my initiative, so I'm going to assume rather fairly that each of you plan to converge and beat the ever-loving shit out of this Draconian. Converge being a subjective term.
That would be the most likely course of action.
Who needs to be in melee for ass kickery?
Moi.
I'm kind of not going to get in there, but I'm watching all the rest of these people who came in now because there might be more of those motherfuckers.
Yeah, we've not run into one of these Draconians yet, but it uses its natural ability to change shape in the midst of combat. Yeah, I really don't even see the point. Whoever needs to be in melee, though, go ahead and place your token next to it, and when it perishes, it crumbles into dust that then forms a spectral, shrieking image of the creature that killed it. Each creature hostile to the Draconian within 10 feet of it at the time of its death must roll a wisdom saving throw.
Anyone next to me gets a +2 on their wisdom save.
15. Oof.
I think we all knew I wasn't the smartest in this group. So.
Alright, well, based on the probability here, it is Ziliana who kills the creature. Thus, it is her spectral image that, for the two of you who failed the saving throw, you are frightened of that spectral image for the next minute. You do get another saving
I'm
throw.
frightened of myself.
Yep. You do get a saving throw at the end of each turn thereafter, so it may not necessarily last the full minute, but that is the Draconian that we have. And, I mean, they might be really great actors, or it might just be the truth of the matter, in that the rest of Raven's contingent just all kind of looks around startled like, whoa, he was a, whoa, what? When did that happen?
So, how do we tell who is one of these before we see that it changes shape again? And this is not to you, Dan. This is just in general to, like, in character for everybody else.
The question for Dan, was I able to tell if that was like an illusory thing or more of a transformation?
It was a change shape-like effect would be the closest that you could tell.
Okay, so it was an actual transformation, not
Right.
illusion. All right, that makes it a lot harder to see through.
Right. But
Perhaps
the
we
thing got its sword right up on Reginald's neck and sliced right across, and Reginald kind of like wiped it off, and like there wasn't even like a drop of blood. Like this thing just sucked.
Well, I mean, I'm glad it decided to attack him and not me, because it probably would have fucking cut my head off.
Yeah, very true. It's like the meme I posted the other day. I hit a 14 armor class. DM responds with 15 armor class. Is it in yet?
The walk-on would say, perhaps you need to train some hounds or something to sniff them out, perhaps? I'm not quite sure.
Can I sniff the spectral image? Can I tell for next time?
Say again?
I says, can I sniff the spectral image? Could I be able to tell next time?
It has no discernible sense in that respect. It's like at that point, it is an illusion.
I'm going to take out.
That respect.
I'm going to take out a dagger, cut my hand for 1 point of damage to show blood comes out to show that I'm not one of those.
Oh, so we're doing the thing now.
Well, I mean, when we attacked it, did it bleed red blood?
It did.
Yeah, so I just kind of look at it like that's not gonna work.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you said there was no blood, so that's why I went with that as an idea.
Oh. I might have. I say a lot of stupid things that don't make sense. I hope I didn't, but if I did, my apologies.
I'm going to make this a lot easier on everyone. Let's go ahead and I'm going to cast Zone of Truth and have everyone is to walk into the area and purposely fail their saving throw and submit themselves to questioning as to whether or not they are one of these draconians.
A couple raised eyebrows of suspicion from some of the gathered soldiers, but most of them are pretty much like, "Oh, you can do that? Well, shit, yeah, all right." Just
I will
you're not
standing there and tell the truth. And I am Sir Reginald of Solamnia. I am not one of those draconians.
All right, like you're not gonna ask questions about things outside of that matter, right?
I will not. You can't.
I don't want to be embarrassed
cannot
about
lie while-
personal shit.
I will not ask anything that would be embarrassing. Only questions that would cause harm to others if you were to answer incorrectly.
Okay.
I would say just have them step in and state plainly they are not a draconian. That should be enough.
Yeah, if that's all you need, yeah, we're okay with that.
Yes, that's all I need. And as per the ruling, I can tell if someone were to actually pass a saving throw. So if they were to pass, I would automatically be suspicious because they should have chosen to fail.
Sure. Oh, look at him. He's going to try to pass. He's going to try to be deceitful. We found the subterfuge.
Okay, so I went outside the keep to check on the body of the commander just to make sure that he's dead, and not just injured.
Oh, he definitely did. Yeah, his the head should not bend that way away from the shoulders.
Then I check him for any notes, missives, keys, anything like that that may be necessary, and I'm going to telepathically call my horse.
All right. He does have some keys. He has a pretty nice silver dagger. And he is also carrying a pouch with 75 gold.
Okay, I'll remove those possessions.
Right. And as far as the soldiers and what have you, they all check out. Doesn't seem to be any more deceit in that respect.
I will also step in and state that I'm not a draconian.
Well, this is where it gets concerning, because one of your Dragon Army prisoners steps into the circle and states that the dragon army is certain to retake the fortress at any time. You guys should surrender now. That's truth. And the dragon army's leader, the High Master Consaldi Fire Eyes, is still preparing her forces, and they will subdue the region before turning to greater conquests. This is also truth.
From a certain
That's
point of
their
view.
truth.
That's right.
That is truth as he sees it, because he cannot knowingly lie, but
That
he can
is
lie if he
correct.
doesn't actually know the correct answer.
I'm going to toss the bag to Hawakan of 75 gold. I trust you know what to do with this.
Yeah, okay.
The pub.
You seem the most trustworthy out of all of the people that I encountered.
Hey,
Yes, I meant that.
Lance is insulted. Rude,
So,
Reginald, rude.
Was Lance trying to beat the zone of truth?
Wanted to see if I could, yeah. Just to get your heart a little far. Because I can just walk out. I can walk out and walk back in. Yeah, can't I?
No, once you've passed a save, you're...
He'd have to cast it again.
Yeah, I'd have to cast it again.
Well, I'd just say I'm not a Dragonlance. I'm not a secret dragon. Believe me or not.
Yeah, well, the question is if you step into there and make the save and then say that, he would know you made the save.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, so by making the save, you have become suspicious, and I don't trust a word you're saying anymore.
Okay. Watch your back.
Are you informing the rest of us?
Yes, this was all in character.
Raven and her dozen or so troops are starting to spread out and get settled in for the night, since they will be the ones occupying the fortress for the time being. There you go, darling.
Well, Welcome will look with concern when I'm pointed out that he has resisted the spell.
How dare he?
How dare I protect myself from your magic? Also, how many people are in the company?
What was the question? How many?
Sorry, how many people have come to take over the fort?
It's like a dozen right now,
Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
which is just under the force that just occupied this place.
The question is, has everybody else in the party stepped in and told the truth at this point?
Yeah, I'll walk through it. And willingly fail.
About Ziliana or Esther?
Oh, I guess he can't.
Juliana will very reluctantly follow through with it.
I guess John cannot hear us either.
Can you not hear me?
I'm sorry, John, not Johnny. I hear you just fine.
Gotcha.
Thanks, dear.
Okay, I'm going to bring my horse to the stable. I'm going to feed him, make sure he's taken care of, and then stand guard for as long as I can before I have to take my rest.
Very
Am I
cool.
the only one really concerned that this guy is a Draconian?
I think so. Makes my job the same.
I mean, at this point, we've pretty much shown that no one is, but just for the
Yeah, just in general, good to clear everybody.
Chilling with my homies over here. Whisper.
Well, I am not sure what happened with our next map, but all of the alterations that I made to it have been reset, which is just not cool. Wasn't a tremendously long time spent on it, but it was considerable enough that we don't want to pause right now while I do it. Let's check and see if we have anything here at the keep. While we call it a night here, what, if any, additional preparations are we making to secure the fort, aside from, I assume, closing both of the gates? And Raven's already setting up watches with her soldiers, so if you guys want to join in on that, that's your call.
Well, I'm going to gather everybody except the Draconian and be like, what are we doing about this?
Yeah, what's happening? What are we talking about?
I just stare at you until you walk away.
So I would be of the opinion that he is suspicious. However, he has fought with us this entire time and could have attempted subterfuge much earlier and made a much larger impact. And I'd be wary, but not necessarily incarcerate him as of yet.
Can you cast that spell a second time?
Yes, but it takes resources.
Also, we're just going to trust the guy that cast the spell? You know, he could be lying too.
Well, we haven't run into any of these things that could actually cast spells. Or, you know, since the appearance of the gods is very new for many of us, I don't think that they have connections to the gods to cast such a spell of truth.
That we've seen so far.
That and they follow gods that are evil and would not know such spells, whereas I
We can't
follow a
assume
good.
that, but pretty sure just like when you call upon your god, you invoke your god's name to cast your spells, they would invoke their god's name.
That is also true.
Evil people want to know the truth too.
Yes, they tend to use more forceful tactics.
Definitely going to sleep next to Doc tonight. And just stare at you.
So, seeing as how they're setting up watches, I do have enough resources I can cast it one more time before resting. However, I won't be able to go on watch if I use these resources.
What resources are we talking
About watch.
about? Oh, okay. I thought you meant like physical resources.
No, I literally just have one spell slot left is all. However, Doc wouldn't be able to explain that quickly to people who aren't familiar with spell casting, which is why he would just use the term resources.
Right, you're going to be too tired. I get that.
Fatigue.
I would say, it's my opinion, of course. Cast it again, and if he resists again, we throw him in jail.
I can agree to that.
I can agree to that.
I'll go ahead and cast it again, and this time, if he resists and passes or fails and is a draconian, we'll go ahead and incarcerate him.
I mean, I'm sure we'll take what precautions we can, but I can't be the only one who sees the irony in the guy who picked the lock to the cell being the one that you guys are talking about putting in the cell.
I mean, obviously, we'll have to have someone guarding him.
Well, yeah, like I said, we'll take what precautions we can. There's just a certain level of irony to that. Like, I picked the lock to get out of this, and now I'm stuck in there. Presumably.
And he just ran off.
No, but if you do cast that again, I'll do the thing.
Okay, yeah, I cast the spell again.
I am not a draconian, nor am I affiliated with the draconian army.
I just kind of sigh in exasperation. Why would you put us through that?
For the lulz. It was funny.
No, it wasn't.
It really wasn't, as I could have used that to heal others, by the way.
Out of character, I was so tempted to roll another Christmas save. But yes, now I think we should all just get a rest. Everyone grab some sleep. Or is there anything we can do to like fortify the fort more?
You tell me.
I don't think of anything.
I'll help take one of the watches at the fort, but that's about all I can do.
Very cool. Yeah, there's at least, with the number of soldiers she has, she's got 3 people on watch at any given time. So 1 in each watchtower. So any assistance you are able to provide in addition, she certainly appreciates, but she also understands that you guys single-handedly cleared the fortress. So she's willing to pull an all-nighter to assist each of the watches if each of your characters just want to get a full night's rest, because she's at 100%. She didn't even take part in the battle.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna help with one of the first watch, and then spend the rest of the time in rest.
All right.
I'll do a couple watches. I didn't really do anything.
Plus, watches are considered light activity, so it's not going to interrupt the long rest issue unless a fight breaks out.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll take a watch.
I'll keep an eye on the prisoners.
Well, they sleep soundly. Sounder than you would expect ones in their position to sleep. Of course, they were in the kitchen, but when you guys found them, so they definitely raided the stores before they were captured as best they could.
I just get this mental image of us coming to the kitchen, just seeing them like grabbing shit and eating. I'm gonna eat it before I get caught.
They're in a turkey coma right now.
It's like
all I can think of is Scooby and Shaggy.
My mind immediately went to the Fellowship, finding Merry and Pippin at the Tower of Orthanc, just fucking getting high and eating all the food.
Salted pork.
Salted pork.
Salted pork.
The salted pork is particularly good. Well, there are no encounters over the night, so we each get a solid night's rest. Go ahead and hit that long rest button, get all your spell slots, your hit points, your action surges, etc., and so on. And if there's nothing else that we want to do here, we can, of course, make the trek back to Calaman.
Onward.
And I actually stand corrected. On further review of the mission information, previously I had said that the fortress was over here, because it does specify that it's on the borders of Estwild, but actually it would have been like right here. So I guess like the word itself maybe is the border, so this is where the keep was. I don't know, but not that it makes a tremendous amount of difference, but just for keeping the theme intact and what have you. That's right, we had our characters who weren't here last game on the GM layer, so now you're back and good to go. And
we are huge.
Oh, for real? Only takes us 5 single bounds to cross that 24-mile gap. It's pretty huge. So the trip from Wheelwatch Fortress back to Calaman is uneventful. Upon your return, roll d20s. No modifiers, just each of you a d20. Nat 1. Ew. Too bad we're not playing Alternity.
Get our trip.
Alright, so Lance and Ziliana both note that the castle is unusually quiet upon your return. And as you would normally do, reporting to Marshal Vendry's office, one of her aides informs you that the Marshal is currently away from Calaman, and goes on to share the following. It was not long after you left that the city council got word a contingent of Dragon Army troops had broken away from the larger force. Some of the leadership grew weary with the measured steps approach, especially when spurred by that Lord Baccharis from Vogler. It was eventually demanded that Calaman's military ride out to seize a victory. With Marshal Vendry away leading the troops further west, our Governor Miat approved this strike. Lord Baccharis and his son are leading the attack, and your friend Darrett is serving under them. They plan to ambush the Dragon Army near a crossing of the Inkwater called Steel Springs. It's about 30 miles away. That's all I have to say about that.
I look around. Anybody thinking what I'm thinking?
Pub?
We should
I
head
promise
out.
we're never thinking the same thing.
Well, that's good to hear. Yeah, we need to go out and meet up with them.
If we know Baccharis, and unfortunately we do, he likely rode right into slaughter because that man does not know what he's doing.
We may also, after meeting that draconian that could change shape, who knows that Baccharis isn't one of them, leading them to a trap.
I mean, that's a better thing than, just thinking that Baccharis is just an idiot and incompetent. I don't like to speak that way of nobles, of course, but that man, you have to admit.
I feel if you were going to pretend to be someone else, you wouldn't pretend to be the most untrustworthy person ever.
Without a means to gauge, that may be the best disguise is to make yourself obvious.
Touche.
All right, so we will head on out.
Is there anything we need to get before we go? Potions or whatever?
As you start to leave the marshal's office, the aide discreetly slips Sir Reginald a sealed note, and it is signed by Darrett.
Okay, well, since this is on the sly, I'll move away from everybody else a little bit, and I will end up reading it in private.
Roll a dexterity save versus explosive runes. Just kidding. The note reads simply, "Come at once. Baccharis is leading us to ruin. at Steel Springs. He's the commander of this mission, and I can't disobey. I'll do what I can, but I need your help.
I come back to the rest of the group. Yeah, we need to go now. It's almost as I feared. Can't prove he's a draconian, but we can still know that he's an idiot.
Well, let's go ahead and get our slowest and lightest people on my carpet so we can move as quickly as possible then.
I say, yeah, we do have horses, so now.
That too. Did we get enough for everybody, or just the people who were here last time?
I thought we got.
I thought we got enough for everyone.
I know we didn't get one for Esther because Esther's small and they can ride with somebody else.
Oh, that's right. Esther, we decided Esther could ride on the carpet with me or on one of someone else's horses. Because Esther also does long range, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so I think we bought 4 horses because that's if the 2 that were missing came back, they would need horses. So we got 4 horses.
Correct. Yeah, I remember you guys traded that chainmail for the horses.
Right. Yeah, so everybody either has a horse, a steed, or a carpet.
Let's go.
All right. Come on, random encounter. Today, a 2 means a random encounter. Just kidding. All right, we will make it the 30 miles. It's still just about a day's travel. Can only move as fast as our slowest, and we do have to allow some of our horses to rest. Dawn's horse can generally do pretty well in that, but the others... We're not going no further till we've had a breather.
Holy shit, the horses can talk!
Well, and also, you know, they're moving as a large group. We're a smaller group, so we can move a little bit faster. We could take a little bit more rest and still be fairly certain that we're going to catch up to them sooner.
How much of a head start do they have, though?
Yes, indeed. Well, as the brook called the Inkwater, that's the one just revealed here, off here to the west, comes into view, smoke rises over the tree line behind it. You can see wounded Kalaman soldiers staggering from the trees, heading toward a narrow crossing that lies off to the south. Dragon Army soldiers give chase on horseback. And let's get the, let me double check the next map. I tried to set it up while you guys were doing that bit of RP. I think I have it all good. Yep. Alright. Steel Springs. Your character's down here to the southwest. The fiery borders of the map, as we have come to know over some of the previous encounters, comes to represent the fray, which if your character happens to step into, is wow, look at the size of that fucking thing!
Damn, it's a Trojan horse!
Holy crap! But yes, as we have come to know, the fray will sometimes represent parts of combat that happen between initiative rounds. Foes or allies might stagger out of there. If your characters happen to wander into there, it rarely means anything good. So keep that in mind. You can see just to the north of your position that the hit point bars did not carry over. So that's fun. Let's try to fix that real quick. Yeah, these guys are all kinds of injured. Oops. I didn't want to
I'm also
copy.
blind.
Yeah, they've also lost their identities. They're just wearing name tags that seemingly cover their entire body. They're 36 pieces of flair.
Is it the X-Man trainee on it?
Do they have baseball cards on the legs of the horses?
Hans Olo. Mine just says participant. And we can see here some Dragon Army soldiers on horseback who are approaching the wounded soldiers, who are staggering in the direction that we enter the map from. Some of the battlefield features of note: the rocks and vegetation on this map are difficult terrain. The chilly stream is 4 feet deep and is also difficult terrain. The crossings themselves are not considered difficult terrain. And the fray, of course, a 15-foot wide area, represents directions from which creatures might arrive, as detailed in a section that only I can see. I would show it to you, but that just kind of defeats the purpose. And let's check our initiatives here and see just what we're looking at.
There's 2 natural ones in a row for me.
I
You
was
killed
about
it.
to say the same thing. I noted that. Alright, let's see what our soldiers get. Get your character sheets going.
I don't think I'm on the screen.
Yuck. I wonder why. In that event, you can always, on a map like this, just drag your character right out to it. Yep, just like so. You're not on the north side of the map, are you? Because I did originally have your tokens starting off over there.
No, drag the bottom line.
There we go. Make sure you don't have a clone on the map. Alright, so
And-
Kalaman soldiers are going on a mighty 5. Dragon Army soldiers will go on a 14. Do the initiative shuffle.
And I'm not on the initiative, but my initiative is 18.
Alright, well that means you go first.
I'm just gonna rush the soldiers again. If I can go.
I don't know why it said Warhorse when it's Reginald's initiative. The Warhorse doesn't have its own initiative.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'll bonus action and make it here.
Okay. Did you account for the difficult terrain of the rocks?
Is this difficult terrain?
The crossings are not, but like everything else that are rocks and vegetation would be.
Yeah, I went over the crossing.
Correct. Yeah, the crossing is fine, but like this would be difficult terrain, or if you happen to wander through their ranks, passing through friendly squares would also
Okay.
be difficult terrain.
I think I'll go. Um,
I didn't see the route you took. You were just here, and then all of a sudden you were here.
I think I was in front of Reginald, so.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's all pretty straightforward. Oh, very cool. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that works just fine. This little pebble certainly isn't going to trip you up.
Ah, shit. I'll take a shot on this guy.
Number 9. Well, that ain't so good.
What if I shot the hole?
Yeah, horrible shot.
Yeah, that's me then.
All right. So Esther goes next.
What class are you again?
Me?
No. Well, I can't tell by Lance.
Fighter roll.
Ah, okay.
Wondering how I got all the way over here with an action.
Is John having audio issues again, or trying to figure out your turn?
No, I'm sorry. My son's crying.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Well, that guy just almost got blasted to death off of his horse by somebody he can't even see, who, were this anything closely resembling a simulated battlefield, anyone would argue that you couldn't see him either. But yet somehow he's almost dead. And with 240 feet of movement, do you want to move another 180 feet off the map entirely and just keep blasting from there? Maybe set up at Darren's Instant Fortress. Warhorse, what are you doing?
All right, we're moving. The horse's move is 60 feet. Oh.
Yeah, sure did. We didn't hear anything from you after you said your son was crying. I just saw a ping and some attacks.
Okay, that'll put me about there.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to. There's no charge available on a horse, which in 5e is kind of unusual. They don't have really any horse rules and such. So I'm going to wait here for them to get closer.
5e was not written by an equestrian, sadly. No
Very
respect.
true. No respect for the horse charge.
That's right. Hawakan, your turn.
I'll ride the horse up to that point, then jump off the horse onto this rock.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to place a shatter effect. I guess I can probably only get 3 of them with it because it's a 10-foot radius.
Alrighty. I think one dude made the save. Out of all that.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Hey, welcome back.
I unplugged my microphone.
Marijuana affects the memory.
But yeah, I ride up to there, jump up on the rock, and just kind of like yell a word of power, and there's an explosion as the rocks and stuff around the area just explode around them.
Is it the 3 northern ones, or 3 southern, 3 on the right, 3 on the left?
I would try to get the hurt guy in that, so this northern guy definitely, which means that southern guy's probably out of it.
Alright. So there's that, there's that, there's that. Alrighty. Well, their turn will come, and onwards and forwards. We're going to charge on up this way. And longsword with one hand this wounded soldier nearest to us. That is a 23 damage. I'm sorry, 23 to hit for 9 damage. Which will kill that wounded soldier. And one thing I have noted that I was also mistaken on last session, you will note that regardless of template or type, these Dragon Army soldiers all share a commonality in that their weapon does an extra bit of fire damage. That is due to their loyalty and commitment to the Dragon Queen. They've kind of been branded to be able to deal this excess fire damage. It's not actually like a traditional oil and fire kind of thing. Our next soldier will ride on up 30 feet. 40 and 50 for difficult. And let's share the love. We'll do one of these at Lance. That's a 10 to hit. And the next one on the soldier, that is an 11 to hit, which will miss. These guys have a 18 AC. They are soldiers and properly armored.
I'm going to riposte.
Okay. Yep. And he's dead.
Take that.
And from here, we're going to do a javelin at the nearest soldier. A javelin at the nearest soldier. I don't know. Dice are not with us tonight, so we will pass it over to Doc.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and move on up. Kind of go in a straight line since my carpet lets me just kind of float over the difficult terrain. That puts me 50 feet, so I'm actually gonna go about 10 feet in the air as well. And then I will cast my spiritual weapon right next to the right there.
Okay. I'm just going to give you that spiritual sword there. Feel free to move it around and do your thing. Oh, an 8. Well, that sucks.
Alright, and then that will probably be about it for me because I don't think there's much else I can do.
Alright. Holy crap, when did I get these? Was it a free set? Did somebody gift them to me? Did I buy it and forget about them? But I have animated spiritual weapons. Oh, 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 oh.
Love it.
That is pretty cool. Because even this one is pretty new. I didn't know I had those before. This is typically what we've been using, like these glowing ones. Alright, so up next is Katie's turn.
Alright. And then, so no matter where you cross, it's going to be difficult terrain, and that doubles how much it takes, right?
It does, but the crossings themselves do not count as difficult terrain.
Ooh, okay. Then I will use my movement to get up to the crossing, and then use my action to get 30 more feet of movement so I can actually, like, get across and do stuff.
Alright.
And then the kind of rock formation-ish thing to my right. What,
Correct.
like, what's size really? Like, what's the scale of it? I guess is it hideable. Could I hide on like kind of the
Oh yeah, like
yeah,
behind
like
this
there,
one,
yeah,
you could definitely
yeah,
take
yeah,
some
yeah.
cover.
Okay,
Like
cool.
if you
So
kind
then
of
I
duck
will
down,
use
like right there.
cool. Okay, so I will use the rest of my actioned movement to get over there, and then bonus action hide.
All right.
What is that? Stealth, probably, right?
Yes, ma'am. Nice.
And then that's my turn.
Okay, and these soldiers are badly wounded. They have been through the ringer, they've been healed, they've been through the ringer again, they've been healed again. They met up with Dylan in the fucking jungles and he cooked up a story and dropped the 6 of us into a beat grinder. So they're just in like the worst kind of fucking shape. So their hit point bar, do not let that be a reflection of what you think their capabilities are. This guy will hobble himself a mere 15 feet, as will our friend here. So on. And so forth. The Warhorse, now riderless, has no interest in attack of opportunity on this guy, so he will also get a free pass right to that space. And that will pass it to Kadar's turn.
All right, let's move up a little closer. And I guess I'll target this guy here.
I missed the target.
Gotcha. I'm gonna hold tight.
Is anybody else seeing it? I'm not seeing if he's pinging anywhere.
No, I don't see it.
I was trying to ping the guy on the lower right.
Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, well that is definitely going to land, and alright. Solid chunk of damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okie doke. Let's pass it back to Lance's turn.
Do I get flanked with spiritual weapon at all?
Not with the spiritual weapon.
I'll take a fainting attack against this guy.
Okay. That
17 hit.
oh yeah, he's done. He's looking in the other direction at this weird floating weapon, and then he looks back, and all of a sudden there's a rapier sticking through his neck.
Surprise, shorty. And can I make the Calaman soldier, is he straight dead or making death saves or whatever?
He is dead. Yeah, they're functioning under the same rules as the foes at this point.
I'll step forward. I'll stand here.
All right.
Why, you dumbass?
Why not?
Because I'm going to charge right over you.
Esther, your turn.
All right. I guess I'll just Eldritch Blast that last dude.
All right.
You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And yes, with the exception of a random event, which will include one of those Dragonelles flying overhead, dropping a screaming Calaman soldier next to... Hello. Doc. The soldier dies on impact. The event is unsettling, but has no other effect. And that is also the conclusion of that part of the initiative. Let's see what happens next here at the Battle of Steel Springs. Once those guys are dead. A dozen mounted soldiers gallop from the tree line, rushing south toward the crossing. Calaman's colors are visible on these soldiers' armor, despite the dents and the stains of battle. It's easy to pick out Darrett among these riders in his distinctive Solamnic armor. Another figure sits behind Darrett, sharing his steed. The group of armored soldiers includes many of the commanders who drew off the Dragon Army soldiers so that their allies could retreat further east back to Calaman. And as Darrett spots your group here, he informs you, "We were just overwhelmed. The Dragon Army forces were easily 5 times the amount that our intelligence indicated they would be. They've driven off many of our troops and are still pursuing them. We do have a fallback point to the east, however. I implore you to follow us to that."
Your wish is our command, my lord.
You do note that the rider who is sharing Darrett's steed is Lord Baccharis, who just appears to be clearly in a state of shock and does not, for perhaps the first time ever, say a word during the conversation. And that will bring us back to here.
Is your son in the group of riders?
Not asking the guy who's comatose and not saying a word a question, are you? Or are you asking me? Because you don't see his son.
No, but I'd be asking Derek.
For the time being, like, once we are in full gallop and retreat, like, there's not really much conversation going on. So, we'll pause on that for, like, the next 30 seconds until we address that at the fallback spot, which is about 6 miles east, where the survivors of this atrocity have retreated. And once they're dismounted and what have you, Darrett will explain the following. This was entirely Lord Baccharis. He ordered this assault on these forces, completely unaware that they had reinforcements nearby. It began rather in our favor, and he confidently led the charge, but it just as swiftly turned against us. Myself and the other commanders, we did order a swift withdrawal, which is, I believe, the only reason why any of us are still alive. During this retreat, however, the forces commanded by Baccharis the Younger were completely overwhelmed. He is unaccounted for. It is believed he is dead. And as he says this, Lord Baccharis is just continually just staring straight ahead, refusing. He not even refusing. Like people are trying to give him food and water, and he just doesn't even appear to be able to register anything that's happening right now. For the time being, the Dragon Army soldiers do not appear to be pursuing us anyway. Our scouts and riders do not indicate that this position is in any immediate peril. I do have word that Marshal Ventry's forces are traveling from the west to protect the city. And I am quite uncertain how things have escalated so quickly to this point, but it appears that for at least until this contingent is reinforced, I am the de facto leader here. As such, I am going to order that the troops make camp. We rest here overnight. I do suggest you do the same. And tomorrow morning, we can discuss our next plans.
Sounds like an excellent idea. Something important that I'm going to share with you is that we've run into a draconian that could actually change its shape and looked like one of the soldiers that came to relieve us from the keep.
A magically shape-shifting draconian. Wonderful. How is it that you discovered such a disturbance?
It foolishly made an attack against me with everyone around, so I don't understand what its motives were to reveal itself and its abilities.
It does seem rather foolish. That just sounds like lazy writing. And barring any random encounters, yep, our camp will be safe for the night. And the next morning, it is a simple matter of Darrett encourages your small group to ride ahead to Kalaman at quicker speed to inform Governor Miat of what has happened, while Darrett and the surviving troops rendezvous with Marshal Vendry, and they will also be on their way back to Kalaman, but much larger force, so it will take a bit longer for them to make it there.
Before having taken the long rest overnight, I would have done my best to heal as many of the soldiers as I could with spells and practical medicine.
Very cool. Definite appreciation on any of their, or on their behalf, as many of them were certainly injured during this. Most notably, the 5 who you saved from certain peril. And I think that brings us to, yep. We are in the closing moments of Chapter 4 here. We do have a pretty large section here to close it out, though, so even though we're like 4/5 of the way through, might still be another few sessions before we complete. I think possibly a level up at the conclusion of Chapter 4 as well, but don't quote me on that. We are inching ever closer, though. This is a 7-chapter module, so completing Chapter 4 definitely puts us over the halfway point. And congrats on another successful session here. A successful retaking of the Wheel Watch Fortress here, and saved 5 out of 6 of the injured soldiers at the Inkwater Steel Springs battle. Could have gotten them all. It was really only just came down to the initiative. If if the Dragon Army soldiers hadn't gotten a 14, odds are you would have had them all killed before they even got a turn. But as it is, we are scheduled again for 2 weeks out. This will be, I think, our next streamed campaign session because it's, I think, 3 weeks before I have anything ready for Coalescence Chapter 4. So be on the lookout for that if you are part of those tables. If you are not part of those tables, be on the lookout for that because it's all part of our community here, and we will have further details on that in the days to come. Thank you for...
I will also update you on when the hunt for the Lich will happen.
Fantastic. Thank you for that. And yes, thank you for another great night here. I think it's been well over a year since I ran 5 nights in a row. And yeah, it's definitely been a week. A week to remember. And we will catch you possibly not for another 2 weeks. I'm sure I might squeeze in a video game or RU replay at some point between here and then. But otherwise, have a good one, friends. No RU without you. Good night.
Good night. We did it.
Night, y'all.
Night, y'all.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?